It's time to go! It's time to go!
Time to go!
Time to tune in!
It is indeed, Diesel. You're right. You're right.
Exactly.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Claude and the Banstas on this, well, quite wet Thursday evening, is it? Thursday evening. Welcome to everyone in the chat. Hope you're all well. James, Chaos, Omar, Connor, J-Ed, John Wayne, Jakanji, Lone Star. Thank you all very much for coming over. I really appreciate it. Salman, hope you're well. And obviously we've got my brother from another mother, Diesel, with us. How are we doing, Diesel?
All good, all good, all good. It's my second stream of the day, Tel. I'm on it. Yeah, listen, I need to plug this guy because he's a lovely bloke. I was on the COP Council. We did a stream, literally just finished about 10 minutes ago. He's going to be putting that on his channel tomorrow at 7 p.m. So yeah, he's a Liverpool fan. His name's Connor. Really, really nice guy. So yeah, give his channel a sub because yeah, I'd like to help him out. He's a lovely bloke. So yeah, but other than that, yeah, I hope you're all well. And Tell, you're right. It's been the weather the last couple of days has been absolutely disgusting. Summer is well and truly over. It was only a couple of weeks ago I was telling you, oh, it's so hot, Tell, I might need to get one of them Dyson things, you know. Thank God I didn't.
You know? Now we need to put our eating on, boys. Getting to that stage, I think.
You know what I'm saying? Oh,
it is. And we also got the legend himself, Claude. How are we doing, Claude?
Evening, everyone. Hope you're all well. And everyone in the chat, good evening.
Excellent. Well, just before we obviously move on to our prediction show, let's get your thoughts quickly on last night's games, Diesel. The Arsenal game. Sorry.
Yeah, it's what you call a professional win. I thought Leicester. Do you know what? I thought they'd cause us a lot more problems than what they did. But yeah, listen, it's a professional win. Fair play to Bellerin for the second goal because I don't, I don't rate Bellerin at all. But listen, you got to give credit where credit's due. Good little run he went on there. I thought Pepe. I was expecting a lot from him last night. I was expecting him to make a case, for a starting place against Liverpool. For me, I don't think he did enough. Yes, he, obviously contributed to the second goal. But there's something not right about Pep. I don't know what it is, Tel. I like him. I really like him. I just think what it is, he needs a consistent run of games. 1 week he starts, then he don't, then he starts, then he don't. I think he's a confidence player. But yeah, listen, that aside, we kept a clean sheet, 2-0, on to the next round. It's as simple as that. So yeah, why not?
Exactly.
I want to win it, to be honest. Yeah, that's it's a cup. I want to win it.
Every competition is, you enter a competition to win it. That's why. Claude, what was your thoughts on it quickly?
Even first half, not much happening. Chances at both ends. Second half, I think maybe our better fitness told, and we got a bit of a lucky break with the goal, I thought, but overall, I think we just deserved to go through on the night and on to the next round.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day...
I do feel, though, from what I'm hearing today, I think they should scrap this competition from next season because poor old Leyton Orient, because of the pandemic, they had to call the game off. They've been asked to forfeit the competition. And I think it's an absolute fucking disgrace. To be honest with you, if the game cannot be played and we have to rush fixtures through like that, because the fourth round is next week, I think it's ridiculous. The competition now becomes an absolute joke. I'm sorry. That's my take on it.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say about that. Obviously we're in uncertain times. Either.
Uncertain times or not, if that was a big club that happened, they would have made sure that the arrangements were different.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
and it wouldn't happen in any other top competition. And to me, that's an absolute disgrace that they've had to forfeit their rights for the next round because they've actually pulled out because of the conditions. So are we going to do that in the league as well then? When teams are pulling out, are they going to go for 3 points? Are they? Come on, it's ridiculous. Competition's finished for me on that basis.
Go on, Diesel, read that out, mate.
Yeah, listen, I call him the AC because that's his name. AC, that's what I call him. Thanks for the super chat, brother. Hope you're well, mate. Hello, boys. I got my catchphrase now. When I enter, AC, you know. Much love to you, though, lads. All right, so basically, like what he's saying is, whenever he enters the chat room and he comes in, us three boys, that's the catchphrase. AC, you know.
AC, you know.
Claude?
Yeah, all right.
I know you want to say it. I really want him to say it now.
Yeah, AC, you know.
Come on,
There you go. There you've done it.
See?
All done. No, just picking up on last night. I don't think it was the greatest games in the world, but I think we was the better team on the night. I weren't too happy at first with the team, the lineup. I think a couple of them players shouldn't even be in our squad, let alone playing on the pitch. But once again, he's done it again, and we've done it again. You know, as much as we keep saying about this crap team that we've got, and God knows what, we keep winning. So, I mean, listen, as long may it continue. That's all I can say. Right, well, let's get on to the predictions, everyone. Let's start off with the first game of the weekend, which will be the 12:30 kickoff on Saturday. Brighton versus Manchester United, Claude. And don't forget, everyone, we're going to get it up afterwards. You can put your score, join our league on Kiss My Score, and we'll get it up afterwards.
And also, guys, as I was saying earlier on, there he is. There's Connor, the Cop Council. Great little channel he's got there. Subscribe to him, give it a like, and obviously make sure you watch our stream tomorrow at 7. Yeah. Lovely bloke. So come on, Connor. Sub to him. Go on, Paul. Sorry, mate.
Brighton have been playing well in this fixture in so far, although they didn't get the run of the green against Chelsea. They murdered Newcastle at St James's. But I have this feeling about United. They had a really poor start and they want to put it right. And I'm going to go for a 3-1 win to Man United.
Wow. Okay. Just before we come to you, Diesel, let's just get this super chat in. Sorry, mate.
Yeah,
DVS, not a terrible performance, but we're 6-0 so far. Exactly, mate. I totally agree with you, but thank you very much for your contribution, mate. I appreciate that. Diesel, Brighton versus Man United.
Do you know what? In years gone by, this would have been so easy to predict, but I'm actually struggling with it. I think I can't see. I think. Do you know what? I'm going to go. I think. I don't know. It's hard. I can't see Man United going another game without a win. They need a reaction to obviously what happened last week because they were dreadful. So they might just pip them. I'm going to say 2-1 Man United. 2-1.
2-1 Man United.
Yeah. Are you writing these down, Tel, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I'm writing them down. Yeah.
All right, cool.
I'm writing it down and I'm putting my ones on the actual Kiss My Score app, which is on the screen there.
I'll do that now, actually. Yeah.
Listen, Brighton, I think in their first 2 games, they've been very unlucky. I think they looked pretty good, to be honest. They've been very unlucky in the games that they've played. Man United looked woeful, let's be honest. They looked absolutely woeful. And now why? Just because of the team that they are and the players that they've got, do we give them the thing that they can just go out and just muller Brighton just because they need to? I don't know. I've got a funny feeling about this. I'm going to go I'm going to go 1-1.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 1-1. I just don't know. I just got a feeling about it, and I don't think Man U are going to be that great. And it's whether Brighton can hold them off and do that. But I've just got a feeling, so I'm going to go 1-1, boys. I'm going to go 1-1.
Realist in the chat. So thank you for the donations again.
Hey, see you not. Sorry.
If Bailey starts tomorrow, we will win 3-0. But if Lindelof starts, we ain't getting a clean sheet. Fred and Donny need to stay. Yeah, and also Van der Berg will probably get more. He only got a few minutes in the league game, didn't he? And he'll get more time. And so yeah, I agree with you. I think that you go 3-0. I'm going to go 3-1, but I don't think we'll be far away, either of us. Thank you for the super chat, by the way.
Yeah, no, thank you very much, AC. We appreciate it, mate. Right, let's move on to our second game, boys, which is going to be a great game at the moment, both at the top of the table, and that's Crystal Palace versus Everton, Claude.
Right, let's have a look at this. What did I... Yeah, Crystal Palace versus Everton. I'm just checking because hold on a minute. I wrote some notes on this and I fucking
Wrote some notes. God, he's done his homework, can he tell, eh? Yeah. Go on, Claude. Thorough. I like it. He's not just winging it like me and you, Artel, is it?
No, I was just checking something. Right. I feel Palace. What was their last game? Against United were very impressive, but they were playing a team and they were sitting back and playing on the counter. They're at home to Everton, who play a very similar style, and I'll just get that feeling that Everton are going to, the way they're playing at the moment, are going to just about edge this one 2-1. I think Everton have played well against Spurs, should have won by more than the goal that they did. And also what was the game that they just recently played?
What, Everton? West Brom.
West Brom, they just swept them aside as well. So I'm just going to go straight 2-1 win to Everton.
Okay, cool. That sounds good. Diesel.
I'm going Everton 2-0. Everton 2-0.
Wow.
I think Palace are better away than what they are at home. I think Everton they just look like they're full of goals at the moment. You know, what's that? 8 goals now. I think they've scored in 2 games. Whereas I think goals was their issue last season. I think they're rejuvenated by that midfield. They look like they're scoring goals for fun. Palace don't really score. You know, if especially at home. And that's what makes me think. I think Everton are just going to go there and just get a professional 2-0 win. So I'm going to go 2-0 Everton.
Okay, mate. I think this is going to be a good game, to be honest. I think this could be a nice scoring game. Palace are scoring, Everton are scoring. They both conceded a couple of goals and all. I know Palace are better away from home, but I'm gonna go for a 2-2 draw. I'm gonna go for a 2-2 draw. I think there's going to be a few goals in this game, and I reckon it'll be 2-2. So I'm going 2-2, boys, in that one.
Is it quiet tonight, Claude? Is it their night off?
Right, third game, boys. West Bromwich Albion versus Chelsea. Claude.
West Brom at the moment are really in a poor way, aren't they? I mean, they got murdered in the first game. Was it against? It was the first game. They got absolutely murdered in the first game. They get murdered against Everton. Yeah, it was Leicester first game, wasn't it? And Chelsea, although they had poor start against Liverpool. I think they bit unlucky. I mean, they went down to 10 men, and I think that extra man helped Liverpool in the end control the game. Responded yesterday. I know it was only Barnsley. They responded yesterday with a good thumping win, and Havertz looks as if he's finding his feet with a hat trick. So I'm going to go 4-1 Chelsea.
4-1 Chelsea. Okay, Diesel. How you doing, Anthony? Hope you well, mate.
Go on, the Herbert. I can't see anything other than a Chelsea win here. I think they're gonna. What did you say, Claude? 4-1. I'm gonna go 3-0 Chelsea. 3-0. 0-3. Expect. By the way, I'm doing dreadful on this Kiss My Scott at the moment. I'm telling you.
We'll see in a minute. Don't worry about that. I'm going the same with you, Diesel. I'm going 3-0 Chelsea.
Yeah.
I think West Brom will score. I think Chelsea have bounced back. Obviously, he's going to be the player of the season now. He scored 3 goals against Barnsley. He got an hat trick. So Havertz is the player of the season already. So I think without him anyway, Chelsea would win, to be honest. And I'm going to go 3-0 Chelsea. So, yeah, be good game for Chelsea. Right, let's move on, boys, to the last game on Saturday, 8 o'clock kickoff. Burnley against Southampton. Claude.
If you're able to stay awake, this could be a right bore. I think this could be, but I'm gonna go. There's not much in it between these two. I'm gonna go Burnley 1, Southampton 0. I'm gonna go Burnley 1-0.
Okay, Diesel.
I'm going 1-1 draw. 1-1. I can't see a lot of goals in that game. So, yeah, I think it'd be tight. Yeah, 1-1 draw, I'd say.
Oh, yes. I do agree with you, Claude. I think this is going to be like watching paint dry, unfortunately. I think this is going to be probably the worst game of the weekend. I think it'd be tight, but I'm going to go Burnley 2-1. That's me. I'm going Burnley 2-1.
2-1.
Right, sorry, mate.
Would you say 2-1 Burnley?
2-1 Burnley, yeah. 2-1 Burnley I'm going for. Right, let's get on to the Super Sunday. 12 o'clock kickoff. Sheffield United versus Leeds. Claude.
I'm going to go 1-1 on this one. I think it'll be. This is. I know there's a lot of goals with Leeds and everything, but Sheffield United a bit more organised defensively, and it's a big derby. This is a big derby game, isn't it? I'm going to go 1-1. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I don't think it'll be high scoring. I think Sheffield United are not that easy to play against. They're not, but it'll be. I think 1-1.
Okay. Diesel.
I'm going to go 2-2. 2-2 draw.
Oh, 2-2.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for. Listen, I think Leeds have been absolutely fantastic since they come up. I don't think Sheffield United have been that great. I can't see anything but a Leeds win. I'm going 3-1 Leeds. I'm going 3-1 Leeds. And I think Sheffield United could be in trouble at the minute, to be honest. But we'll carry on.
Yeah.
Right, the 2 o'clock game. Obviously, the top 2 boys are going to be absolutely ecstatic with this team. You can see the smiles come on their face as soon as I see it. It's Tottenham versus Newcastle.
Spurs very disappointing first time game. Bounced back last week with an incredible performance, second half performance, led by Kane and Son. I think the two will be involved again. I don't think it'll be as many. I'm going to go 2-0 to Spurs.
2-0 Spurs. Okay. Diesel.
I agree with Seamus, actually. I think Spurs will win it 2-1. 2-1 Spurs.
2-1 Spurs.
Yeah.
Okay. So what? No one's confident after Newcastle won 7-0 the other night, no? No, I'm not taking views. I know Spurs started off slowly, but Newcastle ain't great at all, unfortunately for me. I'd love to see Newcastle win, obviously, but realistically, I'm going to go 3-1 Tottenham. That's what I'm going to go for. So, right. This is a great game. Great game. R4, Manchester City versus Leicester.
Yeah, that will be a good game.
Yeah, Leicester will be back to full strength, won't they? I mean, they had a lot of players out last night, so I wouldn't take that game too seriously as far as they're concerned. Man City, very impressive against Wolves first half. Second half showed a bit of vulnerability at the back. Wolves did not exploit it, but they did not too clever at the back in the second half. I'm going to go for a narrow Man City win. I think it'll be 2-1 to Man City, but it won't be much in it.
Oh, okay. Diesel.
I'm going 3-1. Man City 3, Leicester 1. 3-1.
Oh. Do you know what? This is hard to call this one. Leicester are flying at the minute after, you know what I mean? They've done well in the league at the moment. I know that they didn't look that great last night, but they're flying in the league. But no, I'm gonna go 2-1 City, the same as Claude. I'm gonna go 2-1 City.
Read that out, Tel. I'll let you read it.
AC, thank you very much, mate. He said, Diesel, smile. Last night was good, weren't it? You drink too much of Terry's tomato juice.
Don't drink enough of it, mate. I'm telling you.
Thanks for that. Appreciate your right.
I see you not.
The late game tomorrow night, 7:00. West Ham versus Wolves.
Ooh.
Not tomorrow night, is it? What are you talking about?
Sunday night, sorry, Sunday night.
Yeah, I'm gonna say West Ham. I thought West Ham played well last week, and Wolves were not very clever, but they put a better second half performance against Man City. The only thing is, I think West Ham. The reason West Ham looked good last week because Arsenal were very, very suffered with complacency, and I think that's really why West Ham had a lot of the game. So I'm going to go more trouble for Moyes, I'm afraid, in his sick bed, and I'm going to go 2-0 to Wolves.
Okay.
31 likes. What's going on? You tell him, Dave. Hit the like button, people. Subscribe and share. West Ham and Wolves. I think. Do you know what? I'm going to be bold here. I'm going to go West Ham 0, Wolves 3.
Wow.
3-0 Wolves.
Going for it.
I'm going for it.
I'm going for. West Ham did do well against us, to be honest, but I just think Wolves are gonna have too much for them. I'm going to go 2-1 Wolves. I think West Ham will score, but I think Wolves will win, to be honest. They're going to go 2-1 Wolves. Right, let's go on to Monday Night Football. The game before the big game, 5:45, Fulham v Aston Villa.
Yeah, Fulham look really poor, don't they? And as I've said it in the first game, they look really poor, and they leaking goals like they can't defend. To say Villa done very well first game last week. I'm going to go for a 2-1. Though I'm going to go 2-1 for Aston Villa.
2-1 Aston Villa, yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, Diesel.
I'm going to go. I reckon this is a game Fulham actually going to win. I'm going to go Fulham 1, Villa 0.
Oh,
They've got to win sometime. So I think, it'll be tight. I think Scotty Parker's going to rev them up, mate, and I think they'll. I think they'll do it 1-0. 1-0.
I'm gonna look. Scotty Parker seems like he's got his head on his shoulders. He knows that he's got to win these games, but Fulham are dreadful at defending at the minute. They're absolutely dreadful. They can't defend to save their lives. Villa, I think, will know that and attack them. Do you know what? I'm gonna go 3-1 Villa. I'm gonna go 3-1 Villa. I can't see nothing else but a Villa win, to be honest. Right, let's get on to the most important game of the weekend, boys. The big game, Monday night, 8 o'clock. Don't forget, 15 minutes earlier because of the pub shutting. So, you know what I mean? It kicks off at 8. Liverpool v Arsenal, Claude.
Right. Shaky start for Liverpool, although they beat Leeds the first game. I thought they were second half outstanding against Chelsea. They were playing 10 men, but they seem to be in once that Thiago came on, they looked like a much better team, and they looked like they got their old selves back. But Arsenal at the moment, 2 wins out of 2. Confidence is good. I have a feeling this is going to be a draw here. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Just got that feeling that Arsenal get a draw. He'll go out there. He'll definitely park the bus, and I think we'll get a 1-1 draw somehow. But I think that could be the first draw. One of the first draws of the season. We've not had any draws, have we? In the first 2 games, 2 sets of games, have we?
No.
If I'm not mistaken, we've not one draw, is there?
No.
Since the Premier League has started, not one draw.
No.
I think that could be one of them on Monday night. I think I just get that feeling that it's going to be a draw. I think Arsenal will get some. I don't think they'll lose the game. They'll get a result. They'll get a draw.
Okay. Diesel.
It's funny. I was just talking about this with Connor on his channel. I think he ran through the lineup to me, and I just thought, oh God, of what he thinks his team's going to be. I think we're going to, unfortunately, we're going to lose 2-1. Reason being, look, every year we go there, we get slapped. I don't think we will this year. And there was a little part of me that thought, you know what, I could maybe see a draw. And I go back to obviously that West Ham game. You know, it was an arrogance for me where we just rock up. It's West Ham, they're on their knees. All we got to do is turn up. We're going to walk the game. When it comes to a big game like this, you know, the players seem up for it. However, I look at our midfield, and Claude, you know, our midfield compared to theirs, I can't see us beating them 3 times on the trot. I can't see Klopp allowing that. I think he'll have them fired up. And in the second half against Chelsea, albeit Chelsea had a man down, they sort of look back to their best. And they've got Thiago now. And I can't see how we're going to do it, personally. I think they're going to do us 2-1. But they won't slap us. I think they'll just edge it 2-1, unfortunately.
I think a lot depends if Tierney's fit for the game as well.
Yeah. I don't think he will be, personally. But you never know.
Yeah. I'm gonna just read this super chat out before I give you mine. AC said this £5 donation is for Diesel to get more tomato juice and fruit bag supplies, and a bag of tissues when you're out gets stolen at Sainsbury's.
AC, you know. Go on, Claude. I like it how Claude says it. AC, you know. Go on, Claude.
Liverpool, Arsenal. I'm a lot more confident going to Anfield this year than obviously the previous years, but I still don't think we're going to win. I think we'll nick a draw. I think I'm a lot more confident with Arteta. I know that our midfield ain't great, and we need midfielders desperately, but under Arteta, we're either keeping clean sheets or we're only letting one go in at the moment. We haven't let more than one go in since the comeback from the virus, I don't think it is. So, he's got us defensively playing brilliantly. I know we keep talking about that midfield, but, he's doing something right. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something right. Liverpool got a fantastic team, absolutely fantastic team. But I think we can get a draw out of this. So I'm going to go 2-2. I'm going to go 2-2.
Terry, while you're there, can you put the fantasy code up for Uncle Bunker and the rest of the people that can join? They can still join in if you just.
Did we put it on here? Nope, I ain't got it on there. Well, I need to find that out. I'll find that in a minute and put it up there. I will do, Uncle Bunker, not a problem. So that concludes our games for the weekend. Some good results there. That's going to be tight. I'm just going to get the Kiss My Score league up. At the moment, there's some knobby geezer who's top. I don't know what his name is, but someone named Terry I'm a Gooner. He's top. Don't know what that cock is, but he's top of the league with 16 points. We've got in second place. We've got Tom Michelello, who's on 14 points. We've got Mr. Anthony Herbert in third place on 14 points. We've got young Connor in fourth place with 12 points. We've got Naz in fifth place on 10 points. In sixth place, Dayo on 9 points. My dad, Charlie, on 7 points. In seventh place with 8 points. Chris with 8 points too in 8th. Joel in 9th on 8 points. Claudiola in 10th place on 7 points. Steve in 11th on 6 points. Chris is on 1 point in 12th. Urban Ghost in 13th with 1 point. And Anthony, where are you, Diesel? Have you done it yet?
Yeah, I've done it, mate. I've done it. Clearly, I haven't done it right, but I've done it.
So you've got no points yet?
Oh, absolute joke. Claude, what is with this carry on? God help us. Mad, isn't it? Absolute joke. I'm not even in the top 20.
Can I just add, a lot of people take the piss out of me when I give my scores. But guess who's top, people? Guess who's top?
Wait, what is that on? Is that on Kiss My Score?
Yeah, that's on Kiss My Score, yeah. So that's getting the score prediction right, basically. I've got them right 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, but you didn't put my first week's down, did you? That's why, otherwise I'd be in front.
No, I've got your first week one here, and you didn't get anything at all.
No, you didn't put them down. You didn't put them down, the scores I put in.
Is he cheating, Claude?
I got 10 points on my first week, but you didn't put them down.
I'll put them upstairs, actually. I'll have to have a look, and I can add them on afterwards.
You wrote them down, remember?
Yeah, I'll go and get them in a sec. Go on, just keep talking. I'm just looking at getting the link for what is it? We want the fantasy football, isn't it?
Yeah, fantasy football. While you're doing that, let me quickly read that. Lovely bloke, DVS. Really nice guy. I hope you're well, mate. And thank you for the super chat. DVS has put DVS Daldinho, by the way. This will be a draw, but we could nip it near the end. I like the fight we showed against Leicester City, and if we can keep that same mentality, we can beat them.
Yeah.
Tougher test, mate. But I see where you're going with it. I think, me personally, I just think that battle's going to be won and lost in midfield. I think that's where we might fall down, unfortunately. But there it is, Uncle Bunker. There it is, mate. Never too late. Sign up.
Right, let's get this up then. Let's talk about the fantasy. Let's show who's on top. Here we go. This is our fantasy football league. And there we go. We've got Ricky British. I think he's still top with a total of 190 points. A sprinter, Claude, second. He's moved up. Liam's moved up. I'm above you, has moved down, unfortunately. So you've got to change that name. I'm below you now. You've got to put. Got Clark and maybe, I don't know where we are, boys. Have you checked where you are?
No, I'm on 119 points somewhere.
Not even on the first page at the minute. I'm doing badly. I need to change my team about.
I'm on 119 points. I don't know where that puts me.
Let's have a look.
It'd be easier to start from the bottom, to find me and Claude. Start from the bottom.
You're in 149th place at the minute.
Hey, how many people? How many people on this?
We have got.
We've got 150.
No, not with 100. I won't be there at the bottom with 119 points. No way.
We are 454.
See, so that's what I'm saying.
Where's the lead?
Where are you, Terry?
I'm 221.
So I'm the top out of you lot anyway.
And where are you, Deedle, did you say?
Mate, I'm so bad. I'm not even in. I'm trying to find it.
So you're not that far in front of me, Claudiola. There I am. I'm on 112. What you got? 119, you said?
Yeah. How many places above you am I though?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22.
Yeah, I'll keep going.
22, 23, 24. Oh, bloody hell. You're about 35 places. But you look. Bloody hell. You're 2 pages in front of me, mate. You're 2 pages in front. But yeah, so there is
Diesel? Where's Diesel? He's on 60 points or something, isn't it?
How'd you get to the league? How'd you get the league up?
You go on the fantasy football thing, and then you go down to your leagues, and then go on the just next to Claude and the Banstas. It tells you where you are.
Oh yeah.
So where are you?
I am.
Don't make me have to fish you out.
Oh no, I was going to lie to you, but you're going to clock me, ain't you? Hang on.
There's
oh my God, is that where I am? No. I'm at,
no. New entries there. Uncle Bunkers just put it in. As attack, AC, Athletic, Arsenal, show me the main, and Mark's 11 has just joined the league. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Hang on a minute. Claude, what? Where are you? What's your position?
Hold on, let me get it. I'll get my position. 1 minute.
190.
I'm on 190 points, but 1 minute. Wait a minute. I'll find the position I'm in.
Oh, do you know what? I'm not. All right, that's not bad. I'm not that far behind Claude. Right,
What number are you?
I'm position. I'm number 177. So I've got 115 points.
Oh, you're above me.
I told you, mate.
What did you say? What position? 100 and what?
177.
Diesel's
Diesel's Diablos. Come on.
177. There you are. There, Diesel Diablos. 115. You're on.
There you go.
You're not doing that bad, mate. Not doing that bad.
Ah, it's just what I'm saying. It's just the kiss my score that's letting me down a little bit, mate. It's kicking my ass, isn't it? But
what's the the top one. So he's on 190.
Oh,
Bless you.
We're about 80 points behind, so we need to catch up.
Ricky Blaze is number 1.
What's he got? He's got Ryan in goal, Walter Peters, Justin, James, Salah, Aubameyang, Son, Saha, Martial, Mitrovic, and Bamford. That's a good team. He's got Saka, Douglas, Saliba, and Harvey.
Yeah, you know what's done him as well? He's got Son.
Yeah.
And he obviously got those goals, didn't he? So, yeah. Because I think you got 50 points out of that, Claude, didn't you?
yeah. Did he get it as well?
Yeah, he's got Son in his team, yeah.
And he's got him as captain, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Like me, he must have felt like me.
He's got Martial as captain.
No, I've changed it this week. I've gone for Kane as captain this week.
I'd have to change mine and all. I've got to change
I've
mine.
got Son and Kane in my lineup this week. So points are coming.
Right, so that concludes our prediction, our fantasy football, and our kicker score. For the next sort of 20 minutes, get your questions in, and we'll answer your questions.
Yep.
Let's go.
Jorginho, fake news. If I'm honest, DVS, I think that's nothing more than a rumor. Yeah, have you heard that, boys? About what's it?
Not happening. It's not happening, and if it won't, I'm not under my watch. It won't happen.
No, exactly.
No, that can't be happening, please. I just don't.
Listen, it ain't gonna happen. This is the reason why it ain't going to happen. Is because there's no talk again about Partey or at all now, and now they're coming out with all this bullshit.
What I don't get now, I saw it tonight on the thing, and what really annoys and pisses me off because this club have got money. It's all bullshit. Is that we have to sell Torreira? Oh, that's it. Unless Atletico Madrid don't give us the money up front for Torreira instead of a loan, we can't pursue Partey. So what is this bullshit? What the hell is this bullshit? Bloody, we can't spend £50 million on a player. We have to get money in. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Sorry, absolute fucking rubbish. Never heard so much rubbish in my life.
Exactly.
Just get the fucking deal done. Get the deal done. If Torreira doesn't move out the squad, Ozil out the squad. And I'm telling you now, I'll tell you another thing, and I don't care what you say, Terry, or anyone says. The reason Ozil is not in that squad last night or any night, right, is not because of his form or how he's playing. It's because he didn't take the fucking pay cut. All right? Because you cannot tell me, and why have we got him in the squad at all if he's not going to play him? Keep him at home. Take him out of the squad completely. What's the point? Do you know what I'm saying? It's because he didn't take the pay cut. That's why. That's the reason.
Well, you know what?
You cannot tell me those players that we had out last night are better than he is.
Well, it's not only that. You know what? All this bullshit that Arteta ain't got a backbone.
Talk about the players on the bench.
Is it able to handle all these players and all that shit? You can see now that it's down to Arteta because it's the same thing with Guendouzi. Guendouzi weren't even in the squad yesterday either. Now that says the same thing to me. He doesn't want Guendouzi in this team or in this squad.
Well,
and he
don't put him in the squad then. Don't give us this bullshit that we're a clean slate and all this bollocks. I don't want to hear it, mate. Don't send them home and leave them at home.
Why? Why can't we just do what I've said all along? Just pay up their wages and tell them to go. We're going to pay the wages anyway for the next season.
We're going to have to pay it anyway. So whatever way you look at it, if he stays at home, we've got to still pay it. Just give him the money. Bang. Off you go. Get these players off the squad so we can then have less European players so we can get other players in. I don't understand it anymore. I don't understand it. Surely we're not going to now, when they name the 25-man squad, we're going to name him in it when they have no intention of playing him. It's bullshit. Waste of a space.
Read that out,
Take the man off, give him the money and get him out.
Is it?
And send the bill to Gazidis to fucking pay it.
Well, yeah, I agree with that.
AC, big up yourself, mate. Before I read that, I just want to say, just to play devil's advocate a little bit here. Is it beyond the realms of possibility that maybe Ozil wasn't in the squad and's not been in the squad lately because he's shit? Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Also, you can say what you want, Diesel, but that's not the reason he's been left out. Because Arteta was picking him before the lockdown, before the pay cut come into, and then once the pay cut and the thing with China, and when he spoke about the China and all this and things like that, that's when they decided not to put him in the team anymore. These are coming from orders from above.
Answer me this then. He wasn't the only. He
told him not to play. So really, they should tell the player to sit at home and play Fortnite.
But if he wasn't the only player to
don't make him come in and train for nothing. It's not worth it, and it's cruel. It's fucking cruel.
AC, thank you, mate, for your super chat. Thank you very much. I'm guessing the neighbours are Spurs fans, Claude. AC, you know.
Following on for that, Diesel. Read this one.
Claude, I've got a lorry load of wardrobes if you need one. Special price since you have a mad fucker as a neighbour.
Yeah.
No worries, see, we saw the funny side of it. But look, all joking aside, right? If it is to do with the pay thing, he wasn't the only one to refuse a pay cut. I heard aubameyang was one of them.
Well, now, we don't know for sure, but there's something not right. And it is cruel to keep making people turn up for training if you have no intention of playing them. You know what I'm saying? He could train as well as he wants, and he's not going to be included.
Look, I think it's cruel that he's on 350 grand a week. And
it's also stupidity as well in Arsenal's part, because if he played and he played one game and he plays well, that gives an opportunity for someone to come in and maybe and take him off our hands. Use a bit of this. If you don't want him, leave him at home. Leave him at home. I'll tell you what, when that squad is announced, when they have to revise the squad, right, and he's still in it as an non-homegrown player, then there's something wrong because they're not going to play him, and that's a waste of a fucking space.
Well, at the end of the day, right, we can talk about this, which we have done until we're blue in the fucking face, right? At the end of the day, if we want to get him off the books, all Arsenal need to do is say, look, thank you very much for what you've done. Here's your money. Now off you go. It's as simple and easy as that. I just don't understand what we're waiting for. I don't understand it. Either way, if he doesn't play and he doesn't get in the squad, we still have got to honour his contract. So why not now just turn around to him and say, thank you for your services. Here's your money up front for the rest of the year. Go and find another club.
Yeah.
No, sorry, Terry. I've just got to do.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. I just don't understand it. You know what I mean? We keep going on about Ozil. Listen, at the end of the day, he's an employee at our football club. This ain't down to Ozil. This is down to Arsenal. So all this talk about Ozil gets on my nerves, because if we really want to get rid of him, we can get rid of him.
Yeah, to pay his contract off and then get him out of the club. I don't know what we're waiting for.
Because if it's anything to do with parting money,
at the end of the day, they're going to have to lose that money anyway, because he ain't going. If he don't move anywhere, he's going to stay anyway. So one way or the other, that 18 million is leaving the club anyway.
But I think they'd rather do it like how they are, paying him weekly, rather than giving it to him in one lump sum. That's the only thing I can think of, Claude. I can't see what else it is. Name me another club anywhere in world football that's got a player. I mean, that amount of money, and it's not even in the squad.
Because don't forget, it ain't even about selling him and recouping any money. Because at the end of this season, he goes for free anyway.
Yeah.
So why not just say to someone, look, we want to sell Ozil, sell him for 20 million, because I think that's how much his wages come to, didn't it, or something for the season, and then just say, well, you did that to Ozil. Ozil, there's your contract ended. There you go, bang, job done. I don't understand what the problem is. And even if himself wants to stay at the club, we are a club. We hold all the rights. We're telling you that we don't want you at the club anymore. So there you go. We've accepted the transfer. There's your money of the wages. Off you go.
I want Capri Sun tomorrow, not blackcurrant diesel.
He's drinking Capri Sun.
Oh. I thought this chat was going on. I didn't know where this chat was going for a minute.
Capri Sun, which is also a grime tune, may I add. I think it's AJ Tracy, but anyway. Tune.
But let's move on from Ozil. What about Guendouzi? He's the same. If he ain't going to get in this squad, which he shouldn't, rightly so in my eyes, with the attitude that he's got on him, and I don't think he's that brilliant anyway, why ain't we shipping him out?
Yeah, no, it's not. It's easy to ship him out. The club that wants him, and you've got to think of the club that he wants to go to as well. So, yeah.
Your thoughts, Diesel?
What's that, Ozil?
Guendouzi.
Oh, Guendouzi. Yeah, look, we've heard that apparently he's put in a transfer request. We don't know if that's true. That's the latest rumor coming out. You know, I look at that and I think, at least with that, he doesn't strike me as one of those players who's happy to just sit on the bench and collect his wage. I think, that's one thing I will say about him. You know, he might have gone to Arteta and said, look, am I in your plans or not? Arteta's probably said no. Okay, well then I want to leave. I want to go to a club. I want to play. You know what I'm saying? So while we're talking about Ozil, at least with like Guendouzi, I know he's younger as well, but you're looking at it and you think, he wants to go and play. I personally like him, and I'll stick by that. I think he's got the potential to be a really good player. I think he needs a manager who's going to. It's his attitude. I'd like. It's a shame, really, because Arteta being the great coach that everyone proclaims him to be. I would have thought there's enough there. He would have seen enough to think he's a bit of a rough diamond. I can work with him. I can. There's something there that I can maybe try and get out of him. But I don't know if it is his attitude. I like the guy, but I wouldn't cry if he left. What I would do is I would insist on some sort of clause in that deal, because it wouldn't surprise me if he goes elsewhere at the right club under the right manager and he becomes a baller. It wouldn't surprise me. But let's protect ourselves and put something in that deal. I keep hearing about Chelsea want him. Now, I mean, I've never heard something so nonsense in my life. I think that's rubbish. Why would Chelsea want him, with all due respect? But I don't know, mate. I don't know. We have a problem shifting these players. We've got less than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I just can't see what we've been doing for the last 8 weeks. I can't believe no one's I say no one. I can't believe that's not been questioned.
Not 2 weeks, 10 days now.
10 days. Why has that not been questioned? Why are the? I wouldn't. Do you know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of Arsenal fans on this, and we've been saying it for a while. What is going on? What is going on? I mean, 8 weeks. What have you done? For me, I just find it. It's criminal.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's criminal. We're seeing smaller teams. Look at
trouble is,
who was it you said, Claude?
A lot of the fan base is not. I'm not moaning about. So this is what I'm saying with this fan. A lot of people are not saying much about it. So I don't, because we're winning. If we'd have started the season with 2 defeats, this lot would all be fucking moaning. Everyone would be moaning. Every single one of them.
I'll tell you what.
We won 2 games, and we started well. No one cared. No one's. Oh, well, if it happens, it happens, and all this shit.
So yeah, I'll tell you something, right? Going on what Claude just said there, I guarantee you now, if we don't sign anyone else, right, in the next 10 days, and we lose a couple of games, all these silent stand fans, all the ones who have kept quiet to follow the masses, right? Watch how quick they come out. We haven't bought anyone. What's going on? Right? They're not saying it now. Give it a couple of games. If Arteta loses a couple of games in a row, watch how flip-flop that a lot of these fans will go, moaning about the lack of transfer activity.
Like I said yesterday's stream, you know, we've still got 10 days. I don't agree with it. We should have had it done. I think the transfer window should be shut before the season starts. I don't know how many times I have to keep saying that anyway. But obviously, I ain't going to say anything until obviously the last day of the transfer window. And if we don't get anyone, then obviously my thoughts and feelings will come out about it.
You know what will happen if we don't get anyone? Oh, well, it's only another 2 months till the window opens again. I suppose we could hang on there. And then when it comes to January, oh, it's not the right time, January, to buy players. We'll wait till the summer. And then it goes on and on and on.
Right.
And on and on and on. The same fucking bullshit goes on and on and on.
Let me just get, because Joseph sent us a super chat, which we missed, which I've got. I just don't want to lose it quickly. I just want to read this one out. NBA Gaming, thank you very much. He says, I think the only way to get your opinions to the club, sadly, is by hard ways. Let's do a madness to Edu's ass like Ed if we do get these players. Yeah, I agree with that, mate. Joseph, thank you very much. Sorry we missed it, mate. He said, big up Terry, Claude, Diesel, Guendouzi, Jorginho, rumours, interesting guys' thoughts. We said about this earlier, Joe.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if Guendouzi goes there, but I don't think we'll get Jorginho. Bloody hell.
And DVS has said, I'm still waiting for Christopher Samba to get in.
Oh, God, that's going back.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Sorry, Diesel, you can say that, mate.
Do you know what, right? This is what I just don't get. And I love this guy to bits. Don't get me wrong. I even said so in the stream you boys did yesterday, I think it was. I mean, Lone Star. Do you honestly believe that? Are you honestly giving this club a pass? How long do we negotiate for? I get the negotiation, it's a big deal, but when you're seeing smaller clubs, nowhere near the size of us, just can conclude a deal in hours, days.
Do you know what it is? Right? Do you know, I get where you're coming from, Diesel.
Come on, come on.
This is me off. I really think, right, we're the only club out there. We're the only club out there that actually thinks about the team that we're buying off and think, well, we can't just buy their player, right? We can't just buy their player. We've got to wait until they get someone in to replace that player, right? That's what seems to happen all the time with Arsenal, yeah? And that pisses me off. Let's just go out. Let's get the fucking...
Yeah, but we're the party thing, right? If we... Don't matter... That could have been done a long time ago, because if all you've got to do is meet the release clause, they can't say, oh, well, we'll wait until we get someone, because once you meet a release clause, they've got you're allowed to talk to the player.
Yeah.
There you go.
See, this is another thing, right? No one else has done it. So I don't care about anyone else. I care about what we do as a club. Why do we keep looking at other clubs? We'll follow them. Do you know what I mean? Right? We're too reactive, Tel. We need to be more proactive. And this is the thing. Who saw Liverpool and Diego Jota?
Yeah, but not everyone has needed as much surgery as us as well.
I get that, but then, all right, okay, Hossam Aouar, yeah?
Right, say that.
Right, their president has clearly come out and said his price is 60 million euros, yeah? Right? We're not interested in haggling. That's his price. If you want him, that's the price, right? So we know what we've had to do for 8 weeks. We know the amount of money that we need to put on the table in order to get him. Partey's release clause, Tel. It's not a case. It's not a case of cat and mouse. We know what the price is. Do you want him or not? If you do, someone said it on Twitter. Arsenal, the only club who will go into Tesco's with a loaf of bread. That's £1. I'll give you 50p. It don't work like that. That's the price. If you want him, pay the money. And the annoying thing is, we've got the money, Tel. Everyone goes on like we're skin. This is Arsenal. Come on. They've got the money.
No, that's what I do agree with you. NBA gaming said Diesel might fucking G. We're going to track Edu's ass on 5. Watch.
I'm with you, mate. I'm with you.
Look, at the end of the day,
And also, I keep hearing this shit about pandemic, but this has been one of the biggest spending windows ever.
Who are we selling, Lone Star? Who are we selling? Tell me. God damn.
Pandemic.
Deluded, mate.
All this bullshit about pandemic as well, man.
but you're saying it's the biggest team. You just said that we're the biggest team that needs to basically transfer our team in. Look at Chelsea. Look how many players they've bought. They didn't really need all them players.
No, but I'm just saying Diesel made a point. So not Diesel. Someone made a point in the chat. Not everyone's doing any business, but they're not the ones that need as much surgery as us. We have needed a lot more surgery than a lot of teams. Liverpool, for example, Liverpool don't need as much surgery as we do they? That's why they haven't bought a lot.
Put Lone Star on the channel. Put him on. Send him a link. Are you on Twitter, Lone Star? Because I'd love to hear his thoughts. Yeah, come on right now, mate. Come on right now.
If you're on Twitter, let me know, Lone Star. And I'll get you on.
Seriously.
Get you on. Look,
what is so wrong, right? What is so wrong? This is my question to everyone watching this, right, in the chat room, yeah? What is so wrong, right, with wanting the best or better for your club? Can someone answer me that? What is so wrong in that? I don't get it. Why should we settle for mediocrity?
Listen, at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, like I said, I can never understand why the transfer window is never shut before the season starts. This is where all these problems will, for Arsenal anyway, will fucking, you know what I mean, come into play, because we won't need to wait until 2-3 weeks in the fucking season.
He's working. We'll go on next week. If you've got Facebook or anything like that,
WhatsApp. Send me your number, Lone Star, and you're on WhatsApp. So yeah, it's not. You know what I mean. At the end of the day, it really pissed me off, because Arsenal pissed me off. Right?
You agree with that, because I know you've said that a few times in the past.
Yeah,
we're the only fan base who actually. It's like parties can, if we can. It's like we've got the calculator as fans. Yeah. We're the only ones who sort of look at the
exactly.
What's it? The what do you call it? What's the FFP and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, exactly. We're the only fans in the fucking world that talk about FFP, how many players that we need to get rid of to get this player in, and all that shit. We're the only fan base that does it. Fuck all that shit. Fuck all that shit. Let's just get these players in. Realist has said, lucky boy, show him, Londoner. Chris, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Still waiting for an invite on that boat, me, Diesel.
Do you know what I mean, Chris? What's going on? Come on.
Thank you very much, mate. He said, evening, lads. I'm away next week. Have a drink on me over the weekend. I'll be watching the replays.
Thank you, Chris. And thank you very much for your kind generosity, by the way. The chat needs to be Lone Star's words. Well,
we've got another one. Alexandre, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. We said AFC, ass of washed up Brazilian guys. It seems that way at the minute, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, he done well with him. Gabriel's doing well. Do you know what I mean? I think, you know what I mean, if we can get these two over the line, then I think it will be an absolute fantastic window for Arsenal. I don't know about you, Claude.
Yeah, only like a new signing.
But you know what, Stan? I don't know if you're joking by that, right? I hope you are. But honestly, believe it or not, there's a large section of this fan base who actually believe that. That just tells you where we are. For me, tells you where we are. I'll put it another way, right? The way I like to judge a lot of these players, would they get into another top 6 side? Would they get into Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, Tottenham?
Years, Diesel. Been saying it for years. Chaka, would he get in? Would he get in any?
So many people going on Twitter about Xhaka. How many teams do you see? If he's that good, how many teams come in with a bid for him in the summer?
Exactly.
If he's that good.
Listen, I said when Emery got sacked, He said he was one of the best players in the world. Why hasn't he come in for him then? Why hasn't he come in for him?
And a lower team in the German league came in for him. But that's it. I didn't see Bayern Munich come in, did you? He's played in Germany. Didn't see Bayern Munich come in.
PSG, no. Real Madrid, no. Barcelona, no.
At least with Guendouzi, but PSG have shown an interest. I mean, I've not seen any interest in Xhaka from any top club.
Yeah.
Hello, Laura. Laura.
Hello, Laura. Yeah, no, that's exactly.
A lovely smile, isn't she? Anyway, go on.
We've got another super chat here again from Realist. How you doing, mate? He said, I ain't an Arsenal fan, but I would defo come on to speak out about this rubbish going. you don't need to speak out, mate. We're all doing it for us.
When are we going to do a members stream? We have to do one.
Yeah, we could do it sometime over the weekend. We'll do it. We'll have a talk afterwards and we'll get it sorted.
When you finish your bathroom, what's the time scale?
Things have started moving, mate. Things have started moving.
No, but what's the time tag? 2-0 up Liverpool already.
CG, big up yourself, man.
Yeah, Liverpool.
What's the timetable? What's the timetable?
Bruno has scored.
I'm sure your missus has written a timetable for you on the weekend already.
Man City won, Bournemouth won by the lap for Man City, and Bournemouth just scored with Surridge.
Has she done that? Has she given you the timetable for the weekend?
She's giving me a timetable, yep. And she said,
the bathroom.
It ain't done by the weekend. Then, unfortunately, I get the sack.
Do you know what, right? Irish Dermo, yeah? Irish Dermo, that is the second comment I've seen from you tonight where I've read it and thought, do you know what? You are bang on the money there, mate. And do you know what? That is so true. Because you said it, Till, in the previous stream, you know what Arsenal are like. We wait until the very last minute before we get players in, yeah? Right? Yep. But you know what, right? Because we're so desperate for new players, when a player turns up and he's not even all that, we're just grateful that we've got a new, a new body in.
Yep.
And I think sometimes that's where the board get us. I said this on Connor's channel, the Cop Council earlier on. The aubameyang thing, to take the heat off of the lack of transfer activity, they dropped the aubameyang news. We're gassed about that. Yep. That it takes our mind off the. Do you know what I'm saying? They're very clever in what they do, and unfortunately, it works on a lot of fans.
In fact,
it does.
Aubameyang dropped them in it, really. Do you hear what he said today on his interview?
Go on.
He had, all these months that we've been waiting for him to sign the contract, and I said, it's already been signed and all that. He said he had a conversation when the lockdown was going on and made his mind up then. So why is it taking all these months to sign the fucking contract then? You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's Arsenal.
That's
Arsenal for you. That is Arsenal for you.
What did he say, Claude? What he said? He
said he had a conversation with Arteta, and Arteta said, which I find it funny. Is it just about trophies, or do you want to have a legacy? A legacy at the club. So it really putting us down in a way, because he's saying you'd rather go for trophies at other clubs, or do you want to build your own legacy here? Do you know what I'm saying? And he said he made his mind up then. That during the lockdown, and well, I'm not being funny. The lockdown's been a long time. It started a long time ago, didn't it? So why is it taking him to this minute to sign the contract?
That's just Arsenal through and through. It's just Arsenal through and through.
A reason, because if he'd have signed it then people they wouldn't be concentrating on him. They would have been concentrating on other things. But because everyone was concentrating on him, it was taken away from the other players. Listen, that's the way that they're working, mate.
Well, look, all I'm going to say is that there's still 10 days left to go. So hopefully, we still fucking get these players right, because I'm still hopeful that we will, right? But there was, let's be honest, going back to fucking, I'm going to say it again, and I know people are going to get pissed off with it, but going back to under Emery, there was a fucking lot of shit that needed sorted out. I'm telling you. Not only was it the club going from the bottom to the top, the players, everything. We can't have it all at once. We can't have it all at once.
you know what makes me laugh, right? You always find a way to get that in every stream we do.
It's the truth, though, Beagle. It's the truth, right? It's the truth. We want, as Arsenal fans, we want this club to be great right this second. That's the thing. We want it to be great right this second. But there was so much shit to sort out, right, that fans don't want to wait anymore. Because it's been 10, 12, 14 fucking years since we've been great. Since we've been challenging for the title, right?
No, I get that.
Arsenal fans want it all now. All now. If
No,
you look hold up.
No,
Look what's happening at the moment, right? We've got a great manager in now, great manager who can take us as far as he can take us with this board if they back him, right? We know the board needs to back him. He's won the FA Cup. He's won the Community Shield. I mean, we've won 6 on the band already. Do you know what I mean? We're on the right track. We're hopefully going to move some players out. We've got, defenders, right? We haven't bought a fantastic defender for years. We've got Saliba, who's coming in, hopefully, and do a great job this year. Gabriel's come in. Tierney's come in. You know what I mean? There is loads of positives. Right? But what Arsenal fans have got to realise is this is not all going to happen in one fucking season. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Right, listen, right. I've heard what you said. Yeah. Right. I agree with you to an extent, right? There are a lot of Arsenal fans, and not just Arsenal. I think there's a large section of every club's fans, right, who want it like that overnight, yeah, like a light switch, right? But there's also a large section of Arsenal fans who look at it and think, it's not so much overnight, but if we see the club doing the necessary, right, the necessary things, bear in mind, when was the last time? If I asked you boys now, right, when was the last time we had a proper defensive midfielder? You would both probably turn around and say Gilberto, right? Mm. How long ago was that? Right?
Yeah, well, I agree.
Arsenal are the only club to not address, and that is a key position, Till. That is a key, right? Listen, all right, defender. When was the last time we had a top-class centre-half? Sol Campbell? Would you go as far as that? How long ago was that? So
Campbell was free. So
exactly, right?
Great
he was a free.
Yeah, so before that, go even before that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but would you
Arsenal fucking got a defender in?
Yeah. It's not. We've had defenders in, but a top class defender. Yeah. You would probably go back as far as Campbell, right?
Yeah.
Blimey! I mean, how long ago was that? We don't address what we need to address, Till, and that is where I think a lot of Arsenal fans. That's a large part of why this fan base over the years has become so toxic. Because the book, it's like subliminal message. It's like subliminally, if you like, right? They've got us to accept mediocrity. The whole top 4 thing was a trophy. That was from Wenger, right? Now, there's a lot of Arsenal fans who only know Wenger. They don't know anything before that, right? Yeah. There's also a lot of Arsenal fans who would rather watch champagne football, right? If they could watch Arsenal play the attractive, free-flowing football and not win anything, I honestly think a lot of Arsenal fans would prefer that, right, to grinding out 1-0 wins and winning trophies. I genuinely do believe that, mate. And that's why we whinge. It's not like that we want it all tomorrow, but the board don't do anything. They don't do enough, Till. We've brought in Gabriel, right? Saliba was, right? And after our worst finish in 25 years, you would have thought the board would have said, we are not having a season like that again. We are going to make a statement of intent and we are going to get what is required. Do what is required. Now, you just said, well, they've got a brilliant manager, right, in Arteta. So that's one piece. If that's the case, that's one piece of the jigsaw done, right? But you're going to back him, back the man. Do you know what I'm saying? El Neni, I said it to you and Claude on the stream a couple of weeks ago. Why is no one talking about that? What he said after the Fulham game. In the past year, we didn't care about giving 100%. We didn't care. Why has no one picked up on that? Why is no one talking? Because for me, that is disgusting. And that just goes to prove what I said, all them, they damn tools, right, for the manager. If you don't like the manager, what? That's all right. We ain't got to play. Fuck, sod him. He's going to get. For me, that's wrong. That is wrong on so many levels. I'm sorry, but no one talks about that. He gets a pass. Why? These players constantly get a pass. I don't trust these players, right? Because when it's all going nicey, it's fine, right? When we hit a bump in the road, I'm telling you now, right? These players, right, will sell Arteta out. So I'll throw him under the bus. I'm telling you now.
I know what you're saying, yeah, but why are we solely on the manager? Like what you're saying is there that they didn't want to play for Emery, so that's disgusting, right?
Emery, Wenger, no, it's not just Emery.
What I'm saying is that what if them players give their all the time, right? They give their all, they were doing his instructions, listening to him, and yet and that is what was happening. That was what was happening all the time. When then do you turn around to the players and say, right, I agree with you. That manager was absolutely fucking shit. Arsenal board should have got him out ages ago. Should have sacked him after Baku. I understand what the players are saying.
This is what I don't get about you, right? You've got a season ticket, right? That costs you a lot of money, a lot of money. I haven't got a season ticket, right? Right, because you spend a lot of money, right, going right to watch a bunch of players who can't be bothered to put it in because we don't like the gaffer. No. Wrong.
No, what I'm saying is, right, what I mean by that is, and I've said it loads of times, you've heard me say it loads of times. Obviously, when you go there, when you're on TV, no disrespect to fans and all that, you know what I mean? It's great that we can watch football on the thing, but you only see what the cameras show you, right? You only see that. When you go, sorry, mate, because we didn't.
No, sorry, it's true, mate. Don't like it. Tough. It's true. Go on, mate. Sorry.
That's all right. Well, we'll read that right. But what I'm saying is right under Emery, right? Every time he come, I was watching Aubameyang, right? I was watching him, game in, game out, every time making 50 runs. 50 runs. Do you know how many times that they probably picked him up? Probably 2 or 3 times, right? And now, if you're doing that every single game, you're making him runs, right? And 10 times, 11 times, 12 games. In the end, Aubameyang, you, Claude, whatever, you start thinking to yourself, what's the point of making him runs? Emery's told us not to play that way. The players are not going to give me the ball. So what is the point of making them runs? Right? And that's what was happening. I'll tell you that now. That's what was happening. At the beginning, Aubameyang was making so many runs. Everyone was in the crowd was saying, pass the ball to Aubameyang, pass it over. But they was obviously got instructions in the training ground not to do that. So how many times are you going to do that before you say, right, players, fuck this, you know what I mean? Fuck, what's going on here? We can't play this way. We're losing every fucking game at a time. We're getting hammered by teams. The fucking crowd are on our back because we're playing boring. We don't want to play this way. What do you do?
Okay, that's fine, right? That's fine, right? I get what you're saying, right? I get what you're saying. But what I'm saying is, right, listen, I put it back to the, personal life, and, in normal, way of life. Us three, I'm sure, have all worked under managers we can't stand, yeah? Right? But we still have to put that shift in till. We still have to earn our money, right? I don't look at it any different, right, to a footballer. If they don't like Emery's tactics, right, if they don't like it, put in a transfer request and leave. Yeah. Right. A large part of why a lot of fans have got respect for Aaron Ramsey, yeah, because even though he knew he was going and we all knew he was going, do you know what? He was probably player of the season, right? Because every game, right, he worked his arse off. Even though he knew he was going, I respect that. I'm not a lover of Ramsey, but I respect that. I respect that about him, right? Fair play to him, right? El Neni, even if it is true, a player to come out in an interview and actually say those words, we didn't really care before. We didn't care. I'm sorry. It's disgusting. I don't care who your manager is. Fans, you spend a lot of money, right? Leaving your family, going to the game, getting back home, going out to work that night, right? Food, drink, all of that. To hear players saying, yeah, well, we didn't really care. And fans, that's all right, that's all right. We didn't like him either. That's all right. That's fine. No. It's not right.
Turn it on its head. That's what I'm saying. If you turn it on its head, right? Like I've said loads of times, and on this stream, I have, is if Emery would have put that team out at 9 o'clock in the morning, I wouldn't have fucking gone. I wouldn't have gone. It's as simple and easy as that. I would have given up my season ticket.
Yeah.
Terry, how did Spurs get on tonight?
They was winning 1-0. It's 1-1.
No, it's 6 o'clock kickoff, wasn't it? So
Yeah, I think it's it's they're still going on. It's 65 minutes gone. It's 1-1.
1-0 against that lot.
Yep, 1-1. Well, no. What do you mean against that lot?
Should
This
be
is the manager. What do you mean? It's 1-1. 1-0. That's NBA gaming. It's Diesel. Vinay is playing with fire, mate. He said that we're going to fight for Premier League and Champions League. If the players isn't coming, he is going to wish he wasn't born. And Realist has put, I agree, Terry. It's not just bad for the fans. It's a waste for aubameyang running around the pitch for no reason, which makes him look bad too. Listen, there's a lot more to it. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot more. It ain't just the fact that they ban tools. I mean, when you think that you're playing 40 games, right? They played 40 games. What? Liverpool 4-0 up. Yeah, they are. They are 4-0 up. Oh, yeah. I thought I pressed the wrong one. You got Shaqiri, Minamino, and C. Jones has got 2.
Lone Star, I agree with you on that. It's not a negotiation. You'll either work or you're sacked. It's as simple as why yeah. Look,
right. What you're saying is that you'd have had a lot more respect for these players if they turned around and said, right, we're not playing for you this weekend.
Do you know what, Tel? I actually would. If they were that unhappy, right, and they put a transfer request in, and nobody said, look, I want to leave. I'm not happy. I don't like your tactics, or then do you know what? You look at it and you think, do you know what? I like people who are straight. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, be straight, you know. But what I found disgusting was, even if that is true, right? Listen, we all know those players, right? They down tools. And I'm not just relating this to Emery, Tel. I'm going back as far as Wenger. Half these players are here because of him, because of that man. You know? Right? They got these luxurious contracts because of Wenger. So for me, right, they owe Wenger a hell of a lot. And what did they do, Tel? They threw him to the wolves. Yeah. Right? That's a fact. Right? And Emery obviously was the second one, yeah? Right? But what I'm saying is, we know it's true, Tel. We know, like, they dance-alls. But when a player actually comes out in an interview and says these exact words, yeah, in the past we didn't care. We didn't care to give 100%. Mertesacker, right, said it once about the Champions League and the group stages. You know, we didn't always give 100%, but, you know, as a fan, when you hear your player talk like that, do you not find that disgusting? I don't know. Maybe it's me being wrong in it. I don't know.
I don't think
it's true. You never come out and say that.
I don't think it's being wrong, Diesel. I think what it is if I would, you know, like you, I mean, I think by the sounds of it, you didn't mind Emery. You thought he was a good manager, right? So it's when I hated him. I thought he was absolutely shit. I thought his tactics were shit. I thought the teams that he picked was shit. The players that he brought in were shit.
I remember you on another channel saying you wanted him to get another year on the contract.
Yeah, you would love to find that video and show it, because that never happened, mate.
I remember that, Claude.
I'm sure. No, I'm sure. I saw you and another guy who was, I don't know, you were saying, give him another year. He needs time. Just after we lost the final to Chelsea.
I remember, you know what I remember, Paul? I was probably one of the first ones out there that said bring Arteta in and get rid of Emery after Baku. And everyone said, what are you talking about? Arteta's rubbish. He's got no experience. Why would we want this manager? Why would we want him? We need people like Mourinho and Ancelotti and Simeone. All these players, all these managers. That's what I remember everyone saying. Oh no, let's give Emery another year. Let's give him another year. Give him another year for
I wanted Emery out after I sussed him out after our unbeaten run went down the pan. Right. I sussed him out, mate. Because he was getting away with a lot of them games in the unbeaten run where he should have.
Exactly. You're totally right there, Claude. I was coming away from them games, ringing up my dad and saying, I don't know how we won that.
I remember being on the fan cam and everyone in the back we just lost the first game after that unbeaten run. I said, he's not an elite manager. And everyone in that back all started laughing at me. All of them. How things have changed. And I remember after Baku, right? After Baku, going home, there's a few of us. Look, stop, give him another year. You're overreacting. People like you, right? And now are the same ones that are now going on about Arteta, how great, what a difference he's making, right? The same people. But if it was for them, you wouldn't have seen it. It would have been Emery would have been still here. So they're the ones they're the biggest arseholes. Them not.
Well, there you go.
No, I agree, Lone Star. I totally agree with that.
If you ain't here to give everything you have every day, leave now. Our disrespectful to say anything less during a pandemic when people are struggling to keep jobs. But I mean, what we're talking about, that's totally different. I mean, we were talking about
the same thing, Tell. El Nenny's a £5 million player who's on a lot of money, more so, right? No other club in world football, right, would give him the salary that he's on now at the Arsenal. And he come out and said, yeah, well, you know, I'm sorry. I can't say you two are so calm. You especially, Claude. I mean, for someone who's been going 40 odd years, you are telling me that is okay.
What is okay? What are you talking about?
El Nenny coming out. Well, in the past we didn't care. We didn't care to give 100%. Do you think that's right, Claude?
I agree. I think it's disgusting. And I don't know why he's still playing for the club then.
I don't know why he's playing for the club. I don't know why he's playing for the club. I don't care what he said about the other time. He shouldn't be in our squad anyway. We should never have bought him. Same as Shaka, same as fucking Guendouzi, all these players. All these players should never have been in our squad in the first place.
Makes you laugh. If it was like Guendouzi who'd come out and said that, yeah. Oh my God, there'd be a lot more made of it. But it's El Nenny, innit? Who's he? You know. Unbelievable. Go on.
I just don't understand. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, look, we keep talking about that, don't we?
I agree.
Henry, what do you mean he weren't back properly?
Wasn't back, Tell.
What do you mean he weren't back?
Tell, listen, right? Yeah, I do you not have any sympathy? Listen, I'm not saying, listen, right? I've said this before, right? Right? You might not agree with what I say, but at least I'm consistent with it, yeah? Right? I've never ever said to you, Emery should have stayed. Right, if you lose the dressing room, Tell, the manager has to go. That's just a fact, right? You have to go, yeah, right. But and it's the same. Do you know what? You're sitting there laughing, right? Right? Mm-hmm. Will you still laugh, right, when the same happens to Arteta? And it will, because I'll tell you something now, right? Arsenal boards do not back their managers. I'm telling you now, right? It's one thing having money to spend. It's another thing getting the players that manager wants.
The difference is,
did Arteta want Mari? No, I don't think so. Did Arteta really want Willian? I don't think so.
Listen. So. But look what Arteta's done with this team. Look what he's done with this team. Look what he's done with this team.
Come on.
Hold up. You're saying that Emery weren't backed, right? And Arteta ain't being backed at the moment, right? So what did Emery do with them players? What did Emery do with them players? Done fuck all. He done fuck all. Arteta's come in and in 8 months he's won 2 trophies. And we're on a great run. So if Arteta weren't backed, Emery weren't backed. Who is the better manager? That's what I'm saying. Who is the better manager?
So, all right, yeah, we won 2 trophies, right? it was 1. Come on, right? Let's not.
I'm saying, you know, if Emery would have won the Community Shield, I still would have said that he's won the Community Shield. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but on the flip side, though, we finished 8th. Tell under Emery, we finished what 5th, and he took us to a Europa League final. Yeah. Still not great. Still not great. I'm not saying that's a trophy because it's not.
Yeah, exactly.
What I'm saying, with a worse squad, and it was a worse squad. It was a worse squad, right? And that's not me saying that proves Emery's better than. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is back the manager, because half those players, right, that I just reeled off to you, hand on heart, Tell. Do you honestly think Arteta wanted them? Do you honestly think Arteta said, "Get me Cedric, get me Mari, get me"? Do you honestly think Willian?
Listen,
I don't think so. I don't think that's Arteta's way. I don't.
All I can say is, right, it's like Michael said here, Emery spent loads of money. He spent loads of money. Arsenal spent loads of money under Emery.
Look, I just said to you, like, I can't. It's not. it's not the amount of money. Right? When I say about a manager's not being backed, it's not so much the money.
I actually don't believe he's a bad manager. The only problem is he's like he couldn't speak the language, and the players were just taking a piss out of him in the end. You can't go on a training pitch and with a guy he's speaking and they can't understand what he's saying.
I don't agree with that personally. Me personally, at the end of the day, look, I don't care. At the end of the day, he's gone now. Thank God. Thank God he's gone. I was an unhappy Arsenal fan, the worst I've ever been for years and years and years. Even under Wenger, all them times I wanted Wenger out for 10 years. I would have took Wenger back over fucking Emery any day. Any day of the week, I'd take Wenger. Serious. Serious. And that's what I'm saying. And I was the one, I was going there spending my money each week and things like that. The first time ever I walked out of the stadium in my life. The first time. Come on. I mean, you got to add it all up, mate. You know what I mean? You got to add it all up. The stadium was half full. Season ticket holders that have been going there for years weren't going. Why?
All right, okay. All right. So let me ask you this, right? If the board gives Arteta a load of money, yeah, right. Just say, right, the board this summer, right, gives him 200 million, yeah,
yeah.
But he doesn't get the players he wants. He gets the players he's given, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say he's been backed? I don't think so.
See,
Michael's comment there was, Emery was giving loads of money.
I think he would come out and say that. I don't think he would take it. To be honest, I mean, I might be wrong.
No. So you did. No. Right now, what the question? Right, the question was, yeah, right. If they give him 200 million, but he's not allowed to spend it on what he wants, right? So every manager, every transfer window, yeah, has a list of players: Plan A, Plan B, Plan C. Right? Give them to the board. Those are the players I want. Yeah, right. If they give Arteta 3 or 4 players that he didn't want, right? Yeah. Even though he's had money to spend, he didn't get what he wanted. Would you say, right, he's been backed? I don't think that's backing for me.
No, I know what you're saying, and I agree with you. I don't think
that goes back to what Michael just said there, yeah, about Emery was backed. Because Emery clearly said, I wanted Zaha.
He was back.
I wanted Fabinho. Yeah, but a lot of fans think because they had money to spend, Man United are in the same boat. It's the same thing. Yeah. Yep. If Arteta doesn't get the players he wants, right, irrespective of how much money's been spent, for me, he's not been backed.
No, that's all we can do is hope. We've got 10 days left now. Do you know what I mean? All we can do is hope that we get these players in. But like I said, at the end of the day, our club was in a fucking shit. We was in a lot of shit, right? And since 8 months ago, I'm not gonna fucking lie about it. I'm in a fucking much better place with Arsenal. We've got a manager that I are backing, and I think he's a great player. His philosophy hopefully is changing the club's way of thinking.
You could Claude.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
Claude, I love the way Claude looks at you, right? Like you're a madman.
I just can't understand how people can't see it. To be honest, I just can't understand how people still can't see it. And even I'll tell you
I can see it sold off the goalkeeper.
I'll tell you what will happen on Monday, and it is a big if. It is a big if we do beat Liverpool, right? You watch the excuses still. Oh, it's only in the 4th game in. Liverpool ain't really started though, have they? Do you know what I mean? Look at that great team. These players have got a bed in. It'll all be negative still. There'll be a few positives. Oh, yeah, it's good. He's done that, but he still needs to be backed. We still need to get players in, blah, 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 and all that rubbish. It'd be more negatives than positives. And that's what I can't understand.
Because, right, you say you can't understand it. The reason why you say that is because we've been here before. We won our first 2 games last season, and we had the same thing. Oh, actually, all these players, you know what? There's been a bit of a turnaround. Actually, could we go for the season with these players? Look what happened. We finished 8th. Right? Season before that, it's an ongoing thing. This isn't 1 year.
All right, listen, right? Because we've been going for an hour and a half. I need to go and eat my dinner before I go work. But this is the last thing I want to ask, right? The last two.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry, mate. Go on.
Been up there for a while. Sorry, AC. Well, mate. Sorry, fella. I agree with you, Terry. I agree with you. AC, you're not. I agree with you, Terry, but I ain't going to leave my boy Diesel in the lurch. I agree and understand both your points. Listen, we don't agree on something, but at least we can argue it. At least we can have a debate. And that's what it is. It's a debate. It's just a debate.
That's all it is.
But there's no debate here. Even if they Arsenal win,
let me just ask this one. Let me ask you this one before we go, right? And that is the last 2 years under when we went to Liverpool. Right? I don't know about you two. That's why I'm going to ask you now. The last 2 years when we went to Liverpool, I knew exactly the team we were going to put out. I knew exactly the way we were going to play, and I knew the result. Right? I knew the result, and that was we're going to go to Anfield. We would sit back and fucking let them rule us all over the place, and we'd get absolutely smashed. Do you feel the same come Monday, Diesel?
Yes. Yes.
What about going there and getting smashed?
Yeah. Do you think we can there sit back and fucking play awful, have a shit team out and get smashed? Do you think we'd do that?
No, I think we'll lose. I've said that earlier on, but I did say I don't think we're going to get. I don't think we're going to get slapped. I don't think we're going to get slapped.
You are more confident.
You're more confident. I was very close to actually, going for a draw.
Yeah.
I was very close to going for a draw.
I don't think. Listen, if we're top of the league in the last couple of months, Terry, I will be as much humble pie as you'd like.
We won't be top of the league at all. That's what I'm saying.
Oh no, it's not good enough.
This is what half of the fan base actually think. Half of the actual fan base think.
I want us challenging, Terry. I want challenging. It has to go.
I don't want us challenging. This is
I
what
want us challenging.
I
want us challenging. Otherwise, it's time to go.
All right, this is for another. I need to fucking water the plants, boys. I've been holding it for half hour, and I need to eat the fucking dinner and all before I go.
Don't forget. So, what can you give us the timetable for the bathroom so we can work around it on
the bathroom? I'd say I'd get 10 towels done by 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. I might put in the sink just after a cup of tea. No, and then we can sort out. But
we've got four watch-alongs on Saturday to do 4 games, all day, 12 to 8. So can you fit? What I was saying, can you do the bathroom before we go in at 12, and then do the rest after 8 o'clock?
Obviously, I'll have to put a word in and let you know.
What do you mean? Who's in charge in the house? Jesus Christ! What's happened to these modern day men? They're all wimps. What's going on here?
Foggy.
Well, boys, I'm going to have to go. If you want to carry on, it's up to you.
No, I think they'll call it a night. Thank you, everyone in the chat. Thanks for coming on. Put your predictions in and see how you go on this weekend. I got a feeling we will get a draw. Anyway, we're not playing until Monday, are we? Jesus.
No, we're the last game, aren't we?
I hate that when we don't play till.
I know.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
God. Listen, mate. So if you've got a girlfriend and she cheats on you, but she says, sorry, didn't mean it. Oh, that's all right, love. Will you carry on? What a stupid comment, mate. Honestly, absolute idiot. Fans like you, right? Are what shit we are. And I will say that on this channel. Absolute idiot.
Anyway, take care, everyone. On that note, before we lose half our audience again, thank you very much for joining us. Take care, everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Love you all. Bye. Go on.